So last week we talked about compound interest. And today I'm going to kind of wrap up the compound interest conversation by giving you an example of what compound interest can do. And so the best way for me to do that is to go to a retirement calculator. And so if I go to this retirement calculator here, and let's say you are 20 years old and you're thinking, I've always been told to start early for retirement. I'm going to start now. And I don't have anything saved to this point, but I'm going to put $20 a week away, so $200 a month. And I'm going to earn roughly 10% per year on that. That's if you invest that in the S&P 500, the S&P 500 is, roughly earn that 10 to 12% per year over the history of the S&P 500. And so if I calculate that out over a 47-year period of time, you would have saved $2.5 million for retirement. That's an incredible amount of money. And you only invested, if we look at the contributions here, you only invested $112,000 to get to that $2.5 million. You had $2.4 million in growth alone, and that is all compound interest. That is a fantastic example of what compound interest looks like. But let's say you're 20 years old and you say, I just don't want to start yet. I have other things I can do with that $200. I'll start when I'm older, and I'll just put more money away. So let's say you waited till you were 45 years old to start investing for retirement. And you still wanted to get to that $2.5 million mark, which is a fantastic amount of money for retirement. But how much would I need to put away to get to $2.5 million? You would have to roughly put away $2,650 a month to get to $2.5 million for retirement. That means from the age of 45 to 67, you would have to put away $700,000 to get to $2.5 million for retirement. That's almost $700,000, that's almost $600,000 more than what you would have put away if you had started at 20 years old. That's just a fantastic example of starting early, investing a small amount, and letting that compound interest do the work from there. But I also want this to kind of be an encouragement for people who haven't started yet. Because if you haven't started yet and you said, I haven't started yet, I am in my mid-40s, I'm really worried that I need to start investing more to have a nest egg for retirement. You can do it. You can put enough away to have a nice nest egg for retirement. But the key is starting now. The key is to start as early as you can and allow that compound interest to work. So that wraps up our time with compound interest. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know. These next few weeks, we're going to take a look at, how do I invest this money? Where do I put it to get that return, that I'm looking for? Tax deferral, tax-free money. How does that all look? And so, again, if you have any questions, let me know. And hopefully I'll be able to put out a video again next week talking about the next steps.